Hello. Hello, hello. If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. Hello. Hello, hello. I am running so late tonight, guys. I'm never this late. Hey, Marie. How are you? I am never this late, guys. I'm so sorry. It's been a long afternoon. How are you? Thank you for the badge. I appreciate that. So I don't really have a topic tonight. I started badge. I appreciate that. So I don't really have a topic tonight. I started to get one and then I fell asleep. And so that's why I'm late. So, sorry guys. You've been way better. I'm sorry. Do you want to talk about it? It's what we do here. Thanks for the likes. I can barely see them. I don't know why they make them so light now. How are you, Julie? So, sorry guys. I don't have a topic. I'm sorry I'm so late. I was in the middle of getting a topic and I fell asleep. I woke up and I'm like, oh crap. Okay, hold on. Oh shoot. I'm pushing buttons and I'm just trying to catch up with the chat. Hold on. Okay, we don't talk about politics here, Jerry. Sorry, if you keep talking about politics, I'll have to block you. It's nothing personal. We just don't talk about that here. A million other topics, places you can talk about that. That's not what my page is about. I'm good. It's just I fell asleep and then yeah. So, sorry. I was late. Women's hating me still and in public at my granddaughter's softball game. Uh-oh, what happened? That doesn't sound good. Oh, I'm so sorry. I hate it when women hate on women. Just be kind. Why can't people just be kind? I don't understand why people can't just be kind. Why can't we just love everyone, right? Actually, that's what I started to get before I fell asleep, is having compassion for others. So, and then I didn't get the rest of it, although I know where she was going with it. Oh, thank you. Hurt people hurt people. Yeah, pretty much, right? Yeah, I get that. Sadly. Well, it's my goal to help hurt people, and then maybe there'll be less hurt people to hurt people. Let's hope, right? If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. Oh, I can hear my dog pacing up and down the hallway because he can't get in. Oh, really? Yeah, no. Why is there always got to be somebody for me to block, it seems? Not always, but a lot do, yeah. I'm sorry, Marie. That's terrible. You know, just do you, right? I'm Ryan from Brazil. Welcome, Ryan. Glad to have you here. I'm Renee. If you're not familiar, I'm from South Dakota. I'm in the United States. If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. So since I'm late, I'm just gonna do a quick thing real quick. I know you guys have been here before, but if you haven't, Minimum patience. I know. Patience is not my forte. And trust me, my guides have been trying for like 3 years. Mary from Virginia, welcome. Thank you for the follow and for the badge. If you're just hopping on, my name is Renee. I'm from South Dakota. I've been on my TikTok journey for a little over a year. The reason I've been on my TikTok journey is because for TikTok purposes on September 14th of 2023, my husband unalived himself. That's when I discovered that I have abilities to talk to my guides, which then breadcrumbed me to my purpose, which is to be here with all of you lovely people and to help others with loss and trauma and to heal. What about him? And actually, that's not his name. And actually, all you're saying is hail to Zeus. You should do a little bit of research. Just saying. I only have 2 rules here. Always be kind. And the second one is we don't talk any politics here. That's just not what my page is about. It's not against one side or the other. Let's see. Marlene, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Jennifer, thank you for the follow. Baxter, where are you from? Love is the best. Yes. Just hit home is all. I just scrolled in and heard that about your husband. Oh, thank you. Okay. But you really should research. His name is Yeshua. And every time you say Jesus, you're just actually praising the god Zeus. Unfortunately, we've been brainwashed with a lot of that stuff that's been taught by religion and church. Just saying, I've spent 4 years down rabbit holes. Sorry. I don't normally go into that, but people really should know what they're saying, right? People just take because, well, somebody has said it for 100 years, right? And, or because my church tells me to say it, that's what I say. And everybody just takes for granted instead of researching for themselves what things really mean, right? You're not religious? Oh, okay. Okay. I understand what you were saying then. Anyway, sorry, I get off on a tangent. Okay. So those are my 2 only rules here. I always say I am on my journey where I am and you are where you are. And we agree to disagree here. And if you can't do that, I just ask that you hop off and keep scrolling. Normally my guides give me a topic for the night. They started to give me a topic, guys, and I fell asleep. So that's why I'm so incredibly late. So I apologize. I'm never this late. Yeah. I'm not. Are you saying I'm a liberal queen? I'm not. Are you saying I'm a liberal queen? We don't talk politics here, but I'm definitely not a liberal queen. But thanks for your input. But I'm a father and a husband that battles issues, so I'm sorry you had to deal with that. Thank you. I appreciate that. Where are you from, Baxter? Is that your first name, last name? Can I ask? But that's why I'm here. I discovered my purpose in life, that I had to go through everything that I went through, so that way I could help other people through their losses and their trauma. So I get it. New York, welcome. Glad to have you here. You saw a video of me trashing Trump? I don't talk politics on TikTok, so I think you have the wrong page. See ya. I don't think so. I might talk about religion, but I don't ever talk about politics online. I know only a few words in English. Well, I'm sorry. Hopefully it will, thank you for the rose. I appreciate that. Or the roses and the goat and the, all of the things you're sending. Thank you. I appreciate that so much. Wow. Thank you. So my guide started to give me, we were going to talk about compassion for others. And then, hey, Veronica, how are you? Thank you for the badge. And then I fell asleep, guys. And so normally I'm here an hour earlier than I am right now. And you all know that. So anyway, so I'm like, I'm still going to get on and let's just chat. Good. I'm good. I started to get a topic for tonight and I fell asleep. So that's why I'm running a little bit late. So I'm good other than that. And it's Tuesday, almost over. So that means I only have 2 long days of this week left. And then I go to my 2 short days before a day off again. So you know, you gotta be thankful for all the little things. New here. Is it, oh, I don't want to slaughter your name. Is it Jackwell? I don't know. Ugh. Jacqueline? Maybe? I don't want to slaughter your name. I apologize if I already did. Jacqueline. Okay. Sorry about that. Where are you from, Jacqueline? Thank you for the badge. If you're just hopping on, my name is Renee. I'm from South Dakota. Welcome. Tell me who you are, where you're from. North Carolina. Welcome. Glad to have you here. So yeah, so like I said, normally I have a topic and I started to get one. My guides give me compassion for others. So I think where she was headed with that, what I was kind of getting before I fell asleep, is how can we show compassion for others, right? Thank you for the likes, Julie. I appreciate that so much. How's your situation, by the way? How was your day? How is your week going? What was I thinking of before I fell asleep? Well, like I said, she was giving me compassion for others, and then the last thing I remember is basically she was going down the like I said, of basically how can we show compassion to others, right? And I think that's what we were going to talk about tonight. Just tired. Yeah, I get that. So much. I understand. Thank you for all the likes. I don't know why I can barely see them these days. I don't know why they're so light. Maybe it's something that I did so I can't see them. Who knows? I don't know. Oh, my cat's got her little mouse, so you'll hear her. Not the normal one. Compassion is so important. Yes. So you'll hear her. Not the normal one. Compassion is so important. Yes. If you missed my video this morning, so usually she tries to keep things around the same line. She gets on like these tangents, right? Or kicks, right? And so this morning it was, right, just basically, you know, you never know what somebody's going through. So just, you know, tread lightly around people. And I don't know what you just said. I'm sorry. I'd have to, I don't know if there's a way to translate it. And so that's what she usually does. Usually she, you know, sometimes she'll go for a whole week on a tangent or a kick of something. So it doesn't surprise me that she came up with compassion for others after the video that I did this morning. Thank you for the likes. Douglas, thank you for the badge. How are you, Douglas? How's your week starting out? I'm hoping, I think it's supposed to, after tomorrow, the rain's supposed to let up, which makes it so much easier for me at work. So I'm looking forward to that. Thank you for the badge, Veronica. I appreciate that. It's okay? Good. I'm glad. Anybody got anything they need to talk about? You'll hear my cat. She does her cat call when she's got her little cat toy. The other one's actually sleeping on my bed, the one that like gets really noisy. I'm gonna put my lotion on because I told you the only time I sit still long enough to get my lotion on my hands. Otherwise, I'm always doing something, it seems. I have a cat here floating. If you're just hopping on, tell us who you are, where you're from. Like I said, let's see. I started the process to take my actual math test for the 13th. You got this, girl. I'm gonna give you an assignment. Is that okay? Can I give you an assignment? Pretend I'm your life coach for the moment, and I'm going to give you an assignment. Veronica, do you accept? Are you there? Hello? Okay. So this is your assignment. Let's see. So the 13th of, I'm assuming June? Yes. Okay. So here's your assignment. I want you to sit down tomorrow. It's probably late now. Sit down tomorrow, sometime tomorrow. Make time tomorrow or when you can this week. And I want you to get some like copy paper, computer paper, whatever paper you got. Yes, but it's not for sure. We have to wait to see if I can book it. Okay. Well, I'm still going to give you this assignment. Okay. So get yourself some computer paper. Colored paper, doesn't matter. Whatever kind of paper you want. Whatever makes you happy. Okay? And I want you to figure out, and if you struggle with this, message me and I'll help you. I want you to come up with 5 affirmations about yourself. Positive affirmations. God bless you too, Ryan. Okay? That's your assignment for the week. I'm going to check in with you on Sunday and see if you came up with 5 affirmations. Positive affirmations about yourself. Do you understand the assignment? Are you there? If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. Julie, thank you for that. That's going to be super hard. It's only 5. I could have said 10. It's not hard. I'll give you one right now. Everything is always working in my favor. Okay? Just something like that. That's 1. I just give you 1. Now you only got 4. Tell yourself why you're so amazing. I'm already having slight panic attacks due to me starting the process for this test. Well, you need to start doing positive affirmations. Do some journaling. Maybe some meditation. Go for a hike. When you're having a panic attack, do some meditation, go for a hike, exercise, do something to get rid of that panic attack. All right? And then that's when I want you to put those affirmations all over your bedroom or wherever you live. And I want you to start reading them to yourself every time you're having a panic attack. I'll give you 2 affirmations. I'm already helping you. Okay? The second affirmation is, I am so happy that I passed, if I could talk, I am so happy that I passed my math test. Okay? Like it's already done. You're manifesting it. Okay? I am so happy that I passed my math test. So that's 2. Everything's always working in my favor. And I'm so happy that I passed my math test. So you only got to come up with 3. And maybe before the night's over, I'll help you with the other 3. Okay? If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. If you're not familiar, my name is Renee. I'm from South Dakota, and I am extremely late tonight. So the only thing I had to talk about is compassion for others. That's all I got before I fell asleep, and that's why I'm late. You're so cute. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Did you write those down? Do I need to message you those after? I am so happy that I passed my math test. Okay, and I'm going to give you another assignment. I want you to write down something that you're going to do good for yourself. Not if, but when you pass your math test. Okay, that's good. Okay. But I want you to think of something that you're going to write down and that how you're going to treat yourself when you pass that math test. Not if, but when. Okay? Something good that you're going to do for yourself that makes you happy. Some kind of self-care. Right? Maybe you've been wanting to buy a new purse or a new pair of shoes or something. I mean, it doesn't even have to be buying, right? Just something that makes you happy. And I want you to write that down also. And I want you to look at that every day. That's your goal, right? Self-care. Exactly. But like I said, every time you start to have a panic attack, do meditation, exercise, go for a hike, do something, and then write those affirmations down, and you say those affirmations over and over and over again and then do some breathing exercises, okay? Deep breathing. Hold it for like 2 seconds. Long exhale. Okay? You got this. You got this, girl. She's got this, doesn't she, Julie? Grounding. Yep, there's another thing. If you can get outside, get your feet in the grass, the dirt when you're having a panic attack, you got this. Self-care hard for me. I'm always caring for others. Jacqueline, then you're in the right place. Used to be the same way. You know what? It's baby steps. Baby steps. You need to do it because you know what? I realized I would have been a way better wife and a mother had I filled up my cup, right? You can't give to others from an empty cup. So as women, as mothers, as wives, we need to start realizing, or even as friends, we need to realize how important that is for us to fill up that cup. You cannot give to others if your cup is empty. Self-care. And I have a video, if you're not familiar, I have a YouTube channel. I just did a live on this the other night. It's under Scorpio Medium. If you'd like to find that live where I talk about that. I think I'm feeling the way I'm feeling right now is because somebody told me, oh, it's just a test. It is just a test. Yes. Deep breathing and listening to your body. Exactly. Plenty of rest. Hydration is very important, right? You're so welcome, Jacqueline. Scorpio Medium, YouTube. You don't even have to subscribe. If you can go over there and find my live. I think it was last night, a couple nights ago. I forget now. But yeah, we talk about self-care and that is so important. Okay. Anybody else have anything else they want to talk about tonight? Anybody got a problem? I mean it, Veronica. I'm going to check in with you. I'm going to message you on Sunday, sometime Sunday evening before my live. And I'm going to make sure, ask you if you did those affirmations. Okay. But the sooner you get them done and the sooner you start, saying them, the better, right? When you're brushing your teeth in the morning, hey, gorgeous, how are you? You're going to have a great day, right? Whatever it is, but you got this. Repeat what I said. I froze twice. I know. I don't know why I keep freezing. I have a lot of them. However, I'm working on them. It's good. I just said, when you get up to brush your teeth in the morning, hey, beautiful, you're going to have a great day. Say that before you brush your teeth or after you brush your teeth or as you're doing your hair, whatever it is, right? Everything is always working in my favor. I'm going to be so happy when I pass my math test. And when I pass it, you know what I'm going to do for myself, right? So don't forget to write down, what are you going to do for yourself when you pass that math test? Not if, when. If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. If you're not familiar, my name is Renee. Welcome. Thank you for the likes, Julie. I appreciate that. I can't see them. Hey, since 1979. I'm not sure. Okay. Do you have a name and where you're from? Welcome. It keeps telling me I have an unstable connection. I don't know why, guys. I don't know why. I noticed in my video last night I was freezing a lot. Well, I can tell you this much. When I pass my math test, I'm going to college. All right, girl. See, there you go. So you know what you need to do? You need to go to wherever it's cheap, buy yourself a big piece of poster board, and you need to put your long-term goals, right? You weren't on last night. I think we talked about goals last night with this. I think it was last night with the self-care, right? And put, college, whatever it is that you want, right? Get it on there so you can see that before that test. Get your affirmations up, girl. Put on there what you're going to do, give yourself a spa day, whatever it is when you pass that math test. Your thoughts can control you. However, changing those thoughts can be amazing. Exactly. And that was one of the things. I did Mary Kay for 12 years. And my Mary Kay director stressed to us almost every meeting, what you think about, you bring about. So if you only think good thoughts, every single time you have a thought in your mind that is negative, if you replace that with a positive, and that's what you put out into the universe, right? When my husband was sick and was in the hospital for 88 days. And that first night when they first admitted him into the hospital, I told my kids, I said, okay, we were sitting in our car and I said, okay, everybody cry, get it all out right now. All your fears, everything right here, right now. And from this moment on, when we step outside of this car, we will not talk about, nothing will be said other than positive, that when dad is coming home. We did not talk negative whatsoever. We only put out into the universe positive. That is it. Yes, make a vision board. That's what I meant. Yes. Get it done, girl. Get it done. But yeah, we did not put anything out there other than positive, that he is coming home. He is going to get better. And I refuse to even think that he wasn't. So, like I said, what you think about, you bring about, right? So every time, your brain or your ego tries to tell you, you're not going to pass this test and you start to have a panic attack, change that up. Like I said, go exercise, do something, go outside, put your feet in the grass, in the dirt, in the water, whatever you got to do. Take a shower. Water is very cleansing and grounding as well. Speak it into existence. Exactly. And actually, that was what people don't realize, is that was Yeshua's a lot of his real teachings was on manifestation and how you can manifest what you want. And he actually talks about, in a book that was purposely left out in the book of Thomas, he actually talks about how if you say mountain move, if you truly believe that, right? If you truly believe in your heart that something is going to happen and is already done, and that's all you put out there, and that's what you truly believe, you can manifest it. 100% positive and not negative. Exactly, girl. Exactly. 100%. Manifestation all the way. I totally believe in that, right? And even if you have a, quiet time, sit in a quiet place, even if it's out in nature, is really good. Veronica, if you just sit there and just picture yourself over and over taking that test and how it feels to pass it. Feel those feelings of how happy you are and excited that you passed that test. You see yourself taking the test and passing it and how excited and happy you are. That's part of manifestation, is feeling it and knowing it and just totally embodying that you passed that test. It will happen. Most people don't know. When I was a junior in high school, and before we started volleyball season that summer, my coach had like a potluck thing, and she talked about basically manifestation. And so for the rest of that summer before volleyball started, every day I was outside and I was practicing. And then in my quiet time, I would sit and I would picture myself, hitting the ball exactly where it needed to go, serving the ball exactly where it needed to go. I visualized myself doing that over and over and over and over and over again before a volleyball game. While everybody else was, girls would be sitting there talking to each other, I would sit there and I would visualize. While they were all yapping, I would sit and visualize. And not trying to toot my own horn, but just to explain to you how well that worked. I didn't even play my senior year. I got pregnant with my daughter. And so I didn't even play my senior year, and I could have I was asked to go to a junior college to play volleyball. So I literally went from not even sitting on the bench my 10th grade year with high school and to playing for seniors, or actually take that back. I was a sophomore. I was sitting, I can't talk. My freshman year, I wasn't benching. My sophomore year, I was playing for seniors. Get it straight, Renee. Sorry, tired brain. So it does work, guys. It does work, right? So I went from, like I said, my sophomore year to not even, I wasn't even getting to sit on the high school bench as a freshman. And then as my sophomore year, I was playing for seniors. My junior year, they would put me in because they knew I could put that ball anywhere that it needed to go, right? And it was visualization, and it was belief in myself, right? And tons of practice. My grandma always said, practice makes perfect. I loved my grandma. She always had something for something. Anyway, sorry guys, I got off on a tangent there. All I can tell you right now is I feel super, super scared because I'm starting the process. It's okay. It's okay to be scared, right? But get those, get your affirmations up. Why was I talking about it? Because I was using it as an example of what I was talking about. But hey, you can always hop off and keep scrolling. Nobody's twisting your arm to stay here. I just want to cry because I'm super, super scared. It's okay to be scared, but that being scared is good, because if you're not scared, then you're not stepping out of your comfort zone. It just means you're stepping out of your comfort zone, and your body is not used to you stepping out of your comfort zone. That's all it means. But if you're not doing something scared, then you're never going to step out of your comfort zone. Okay. You're scared also. I'm sorry that you're scared, Daniel. If you're just hopping on, tell me who you are, where you're from. If you're not familiar, my name is Renee. I'm from South Dakota. Welcome. Daniel, you can always message me after if you need to. We can talk about why you're scared and crying. I don't want anybody to be crying, obviously. Thank you for the likes, Julie. I appreciate that. Okay, guys. Well, like I said, I really didn't have a topic. Does anybody else have anything else? Like I said, Veronica, I'm checking in with you on Sunday to see if you did your affirmations. Get a vision board going. Like I said, do it scared, right? That should be everybody's mantra. Do it scared. Because if you're not scared, then you're not stepping out of your comfort zone and you're not growing. You only grow if you're stepping out of your comfort zone. Oh, it's just my cat playing with her toy. Okay. Anybody else have anything else they want to talk about tonight? Do it. Just do it. That's what my grandma would tell you. After she had her stroke, she couldn't talk, but she would just say, do it. Anyway. All right, guys. Anybody else going once? Going twice? I'm sorry that I was so late tonight, guys. I will be back here, hopefully my regular time tomorrow night. I just thank you so, so much, and I wish you really be my life coach for real. Well, maybe we'll talk about that. You know what? Let's see how you handle your assignment this weekend, and do your vision board, your affirmations, and we'll talk about it, okay? You have a lot to talk about? Okay, well, message me after, Daniel, we'll talk. All right, guys. Well, on that note, I'm going to say I hope you all have a great night, and remember to make tomorrow great, because it is a choice, right? And I'll see you all back here tomorrow night, hopefully. And, and like I said, I forgot to mention, y'all know about my YouTube channel, right? Scorpio Medium. If you're not subscribed over there, I would love it if you went over there and subscribed. And if you're ever wanting me to channel somebody on the other side of the veil, you know, go to my bio here or my bio over there. You'll find my email address. I'm glitching again. I know. I can't help it. Darn internet. And you can set up a channeling session that way. On that note, I'm going to say until we meet again, thank you, Daniel, for the badge and the likes. Julie, thank you for the likes. Until we meet again, guys.